Throughout time, cultures of any race have always had a history of following the traditions and customs of their family or ancestors. One of the most sacred traditions of the Navajo people is their Indian fry bread. In order to understand what Indian fry bread is, you have to understand the history behind it. The Navajo homeland was bordered by four mountains: northeastern Arizona, western New Mexico, and north into Utah and Colorado. They planted many crops due to the fact that the land was extremely fertile. In 1846, large amounts of pioneers along with their cavalry began to move into the land of the Navajo people. Troubles escalated, which led this man, Narbana, who was a well-respected Navajo leader, to bring 100 warriors to meet with U.S. Colonel John M. Washington and his soldiers in order to discuss a possible peace with the Navajo people. Peace appeared to be agreed upon until a young warrior named Sandoval got onto his horse and began to ride out in front of the Navajo people in order to stop the treaty that was being made. One of the cavalry soldiers stated that one of the horses ridden by the Navajo was his, which caused the battle to erupt. Colonel John M. Washington demanded that the Navajo people surrender, and when they did not do so, Narbonne was struck by a cannon blast and believed to be scalped by a U.S. soldier while dying. These horrific events led to an event called the Long Walk. Kit Carson was summoned to the Navajo land to ask for the Navajo surrender, and when no one came out to meet them, the burning of their land began. Many were captured at this time and were taken to Bosque Redondo near Fort Sumner. Bosque Redondo was 300 miles away from their homeland and is known as the Long Walk because many died and starved on this journey. Once they reached it, they were placed in a camp of 9,000 people with little government supplies of lard, flour, salt, and baking powder, which were the makings of a traditional Navajo food known as the Indian fry bread. Indian fry bread is made by placing flour, salt, baking soda, and powdered milk into a bowl. Pour water over the ingredients and begin to mix them together to create a dough-thick texture. Then you round the dough and cut them into 4 pieces. Place them into an oil pan and cook until the edges are brown. Then you flip over. This demonstrates how to round the dough in preparation for the next step of adding the bread into the frying pan. Once the bread is added to the frying pan, you can see that you have to be very careful not to brown the edges too fast and flip over occasionally. Indian fry bread is more than just a type of food to the Navajo people. It represents the struggle and hardships they faced during the long walk and how they were able to overcome starvation with limited ingredients. It is a staple at local powwows and has continued to be loved and craved upon by society as a whole.